Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to create bounding volumes within Marvelous Designer. So let's get started. So here we are in Marvelous Designer, and I've just imported a base mesh avatar that I've created. And so what we're going to do is add in the bounding volumes. So if we go up to Avatar, and then Avatar Editor, and then if we go to Arrangement, so you can see here we now have the bounding volumes and points. So what we're going to do first is we're going to set the bounding volumes and then we'll add the points after. So to add a bounding volume, you just click little plus sign, and as you can see it has created a bounding volume here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to do the waist first. So if you click the bounding volume and put it in place, so I'm going to go around about there. Now at the moment it is massive, so what we're going to do, we're going to change the height. So if we put around about 17, and then what we're going to do is actually change the width of it. So if we come down to radius X, we can set the width and the depth. And then we can move it a little bit more in place, so around about there. So now we're going to give it a name. So as it's a waist, I will call it waist. Okay. So what we're going to do next, I'm going to show you how to do an arm piece, which is exactly the same. So we click plus again, we click the bounding, and this time I'm going to change the width now, so maybe we'll do about 10. So now we can move the bounding into place, and we can actually rotate using the gizmo. And if we just set the size of this, maybe a 6. 6. Might make this a little bit longer, not by much. Okay, so that's pretty good. We can also, if you wanted to put a strap along the character's chest, you can actually do that as well, which has been very useful. So we'll change the height again. Maybe we'll go for a 6 this time. And we'll say 20 here, and 20. So again, click the mesh, bounding box, sorry, and we'll just move that into place. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, maybe 25. And I'm going to make this one smaller, as it's quite big at the moment. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. So what we're going to do next is we're going to start adding the points. Actually, I should change the names here. So left upper arm, and this we can call it chest belt. So if we decide to put a belt on there, we can do that. So if we come over to our points now, to add a point, you just click the plus button, and we're going to go to Arrangement BV, which if we click the little drop down, we have our bounding volumes here, which correspond to the ones over here. So if we go to waist, you can see it's added a point. Now you can move the points around using these options here. So as you see, X rotates it around. I quite liked it where it was, so I'm going to put it there, and Y will do its height. I'm going to leave it at 50. So offset does what it says. So if you don't want it to actually be directly on the bounding volume, you can actually push that away, or you can push it in, but I'm going to keep it where it was, so at 50. So we can then change the name of this, so point waist. Okay, and then just do the rest for the others. So we're going to assign this to left upper arm, and if we change the name of that, left upper arm. So for this one, I'm actually going to have it on the side, so around about there, and yep, and I'm happy with where the rest of it is. So now we are going to do the chest belt, so we add a plus again and assign to chest belt, and with this one as well I'm going to put it kind of on the shoulder, because as we add the cloth, it will do the middle of the cloth here, so the openings will be around about here. So as you can see, it's a little bit poking through. One of the good things about this is if we click on the bounding volume, we can actually move the bounding volume, and the point is attached because we assigned it earlier. So okay, I am going to probably make it a little bit bigger. So if we go about 20, that should be okay. A little bit big, but it'll do fine. Okay, so once we've done all that, we just come out of here, and don't panic if your bounding volumes disappear. What it is, if we go over to little eye drop, the little eye with the character, and if we click this actually brings up the points, and then the one next to it will bring up the bounding volumes. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do the belt, so right about there. A beautiful purple, very nice. Okay, so what we're going to do next, to assign the material to the bounded volume, so you click the material first, and then you click the point. Voila, like magic. As you can see, it's not too big at the moment, so I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. So just assign it again. There we go, beautiful. So what we're going to do now is stitch it, stitch to there, stitch to there, and I'm going to turn off my bounding volumes now, which is exactly how we turned them on over here. And then if we simulate, we now have our beautiful belt. It kind of looks more like he's going to a beauty pageant, but never mind. So that is how you create your bounding volumes, and bounding points. If you like the tutorial, give it a thumbs up and a like, and stay tuned for more tips in Marvelous, ZBrush and Maya. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye bye.